Bang, there it is. There it is. What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good, fellas?
Gang,
Man.
gang.
What's going on? We in here.
Yeah, man. On air, man. RSC, man. Focus, man. So stout to holla at me, man.
It's the United RSC.
Absolutely.
As usual.
So we're live, man. Thursday, 9:05 live sometimes. On air. It's the mightiest of the mighty. This episode is definitely going to be heavy on the WWE predictions front because we have Money in the Bank coming from London in the land of the blokes this weekend, Saturday. Nice early start time, though, I believe.
Yep. 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. And 3 p.m. main card starts.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it. You can watch some wrestling and then be outside a little bit.
And then come back in and watch Collision.
Word. There's some good
Saturday
collision
gonna be jam
matches.
packed.
Yeah, some good collision matches. I saw the Owen Hart tournament. I think 3 of them joints.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for starters, if you don't know, now you know this is the show before the show, otherwise known as survey time. So, fellas, survey to go around the ring to start this journey off. We have a men's Money in the Bank and we have a women's Money in the Bank. Let's do ladies first. What title is the winner of the women's Money in the Bank going to go after? Whoever wins the Money in the Bank, what title? What champion? We got Rhea Ripley as one champ. Who's the other champ? Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Asuka. Asuka has to defend her belt.
I'm actually going to say the same thing. Keep it there.
They're gonna go after Rhea because she's got the cooler belt and she's currently in a conundrum with Natalya.
Shouts to Natalia. Shouts to the word conundrum. And shouts to us. We're starting the show right now.
Peace to the gods, the ringside club hard. My name is A.O. Say you're around the dawn. Blame Boogie while you at it, blame Chad Law. K-Fave is dead, break the fourth wall. Whatever style, whether it's lucha or strong style. Come through the beam, we fly, burn the bar down. Back to the pad, chop it up for the par. Ringside club, intro to the squad as the show starts.
Peace, 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 peace. Of course, peace to the gods, peace to the earths. It's us. Triple threatening it today. Peace to Bug. He's on the road, man.
Yes, sir. My man out on assignment right now.
Yeah, on
Gotta
assignment.
handle that.
He might tap in, but if he does or doesn't, we will hold it down, the 3 of us. Of course, this is the Ringside Club, if you don't know. Once again, we are on air, broadcasting live from the Empire Tri-State every Thursday, 9:05 live. We're live right now on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, plus on my Twitter account at IamDJAO. Peace to y'all. But yeah, man, every Thursday on air, and then if you want to catch the show on demand, you can do that on YouTube for the video, for the audio, with Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other podcast platforms. You can go to theringsideclub.com to get merch like this. You can head to partofmyfresh.com where you pay for the shits, plus get a hat, a couple other hoodies and things of that nature. And yeah, man, basically we're in the building. We're talking WWE Money in the Bank. We're making predictions. Who's the champ right now? Who's the actual champ? Is that Boog?
No,
it's Ron, right? Ron is the defending RSC PPV champ.
And
Chad is the non-defending TV champ.
But either way, chilling, man.
Absolutely on.
Longest reigning.
I might challenge you to a Rampage or some shit.
Yeah, you're bugging, man. Ain't nobody watching. You're not even watching Rampage.
I'm watching Rampage. I ain't watching WWE that much.
Rampage has not been terrible, bro.
Rampage has been good. Rampage has been good. Get that hate. Get that hate out your.
Yeah, you hype for Johnny TV's debut, huh?
All
you want to see?
Johnny Television, boy. Johnny TV and QTV. It's amazing.
Johnny TV and QTV.
It's the mega powers combined.
This is all your fault, man. You made this happen.
I ain't do a damn thing, man.
You put that
to your QT Marshall support that made it happen. Because you supported Will Hobbs so much, this is what happens.
Nah, never that. You must got me confused. Got me confused. But yeah, man, this is the show. These are the fellas. It's the Ringside Club. For starters, my name is as follows. Follow me at IMDJAO across all social media. Hit part of my fresh.com, buy some shit. Let me pass it to the champ. Let me get your drops correct.
The champ is here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, who are you? Let me introduce you to the other Don. Don.
Yes, sir. I am the champ once again.
How many
Reigning.
rings is this?
I don't know.
Lost
maybe
count after a while,
like
right?
5 or 6, man.
5 or
I can't-
6.
Got
Who's
Randy
counting?
Orton. He's Randy Orton right
Randy
now.
Orton out this
Ronnie
bitch.
Orton.
All he does is just win the title and lose it. That's all he does.
Whatever.
This guy's
man.
trying to chase Ric Flair's record
Listen-
right now. It's
listen,
cool.
man. I just come out of nowhere. That's all I do. See, I got the shirt on. I am the
Yo,
champion.
that might be. Hold up. That might have been crazy.
Pause.
What?
That might have been crazy coming
What?
out of nowhere, boy.
Oh my God, y'all gonna pause
I
everything
just
coming
moved
out
Bobby. I
of
was
nowhere?
like-
That shit was pretty funny though.
Anyways, I'm the champ. We in here. Cop the merch that my man's wearing. We in here, dog. What's good? What's good, Chad?
Oh, let me get you right.
Let him know.
The TV chat. Chad Ocho Cinco.
Oh, that's the wrong. There you go.
What it is, y'all. It's Young Gadava himself, CHADLAW. I'm wearing a do-rag this week as well, too. I got to let the cape out, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get some powers back as I try to get the RSC Predictions Heavyweight Championship off Randy Orton this weekend. You know what I mean? The powers in the do-rag, the powers in my hair, nigga. Shout out to Push. In that Godiva Gang merch, make sure you go pick it up. I really seen it.com. Godiva Gang, you know what I'm saying? Represent the rich melanin. This is what we got going on over here. RSC shit. You see my TV title, my US championship, I should say. Amazing title match, too, that we'll probably have to discuss at some point. You know what I'm saying?
We might as well talk about it.
Yeah, we might as well talk about
Might
this
as well talk about it.
Forbidden Door, man. It's like,
Oh,
Hell of a show. Man.
Amazing show, man.
you know, after rewatching, these Japanese guys are really old and slow. And it's like a lot of like hit me in the face. And it's just like, I really could appreciate the Ospreay Kenny Omega match because that is where shit got like normal for me in like pay-per-view. Not to say that it wasn't enjoyable, but I just think the Japanese style isn't really for me a lot of the time. At least these older guys that seem like they're kind of washed. Sonata, that was good. But Tanahashi is doing his whole run right now, and I'm just like, this guy looks like he's aching in pain right now.
That's really the thing. It's less about like, I mean, the style is definitely the style, but it's more about they have a lot of guys that are well past their like Tanahashi's body is breaking down in front of us.
I seen Impact promoting it, and I'm just like,
yeah, he's gonna be a House of Glory. He's about to be an HOG.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I had something to say to that, but I was just so like, let me just wait till we get to the pod and we talk about this shit.
The bottom line is like with Tanahashi is just not the guy to do the kind of schedule. He's about to be in the G1, which anybody doesn't know the G1 is a round robin tournament where people fight each other. They have matches, it's about a month long. And it's like every other day there's matches and shit. So
what do you win after the G1? You get a world title shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
At Wrestle Kingdom.
I just looked up Tanahashi's age. He's 46, man. He's up there. And as much of a legend as he is, you know, when I watched him at the pay-per-view, I was like, you know, he's running a little slow. And it's like,
Fam, Sting just jumped off a ladder and broke his face for a second.
Which is fucking
at
insane.
63 years old.
It's insane. The table should have been a little bit closer, but I'm like, I see what he was doing. But
that's what I'm. That's like,
relax. Like,
I understand age, but it's like your peers are doing. You know what I mean? Chris Jericho is only but a couple years older than Tanahashi at this point.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody's body is different, and depending
True.
on whatever style he wrestled, his shit probably took a way crazier toll. You know what I'm saying?
What would you say your best match of Forbidden Door was?
So I mean, the obvious one would be Ospreay and Omega, but if you put that, it was up there with the first one. But if you put that to the side, I really loved the international title match. I thought that was fun. It was quick. It was funny. I thought you know, it did what it needed to do for Garcia. He stood out. You know, he was the star of that. I mean, everybody had a star-worthy performance. the Blackpool Combat Club Elite match was what you expected it to be, and that was up there.
Yeah.
The craziest thing to me is Danielson breaking his arm and still wrestling for another 10 minutes, like a clean break too. It wasn't a fracture. Like a fracture was nuts. It was a clean break off of an elbow drop. Like basically he just had his arm in the wrong place, and Okada came off the top rope, hit an elbow, snap, and then he wrestled. And then like in kayfabe to be able to say, "Yo, I tapped you out with a broken arm," means
It's
that when
sick.
he's
Like,
back
I know
up,
Insane, like
when
crazy.
he's
that
back
has
up,
got to be fucking Okada up. Like, yo, I broke your arm and I actually tapped to preserve myself for the
Tapped.
G1.
he
Like, I'm
hasn't
tight.
tapped out since I think Nakamura tapped him out in a G1. So that'd tell you how long ago, because Shinsuke ain't been in New Japan for some time.
Word.
7 years almost.
Right. So and it was prior. This is a few years before he left. So basically, like Okada hasn't been tapped out. Let's just say close to a decade.
And they
Bryan
did
Danielson
play it
with
up
a
well
broken
because
arm
he was
to do it.
preserving his body for the G1. So I get it. Like,
Right.
Really.
I get
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Safe.
They
I'll
said
take
it
that.
was a business decision. I mean, end of the day, and then the match was good. You know what I'm saying? The match was good. It was like obviously like with a broken arm. Like I was watching the scrum. There was some shit he said he couldn't do. You know, even with the yes chance, he said like he had one time that he used the yes chance on purpose.
Yeah,
and
that was his
the
audible.
match. Yeah, the match with but the match with MJF was the only time that he used it on purpose.
Yes.
This one was like, I got one arm, I gotta figure some shit out right now to get the crowd.
Yeah.
And he did the yes chance and shit. But
Yes.
hell of a card, man.
Yo, facts, man. I think
Hell of
my-
a card.
fuck
Like
with it.
Forbidden Door, like I tweeted this out, is basically the pro wrestling all-star game right now. You know,
Yes,
where you see
I would
people
agree.
from
Think
around the
about that
world
till
come
you
in.
said that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
I'd
a
agree.
good time.
I mean, I was satisfied. Like, outside of the Japanese guys, like, I was satisfied thoroughly with that pay-per-view. And since it's the only pay-per-view we're getting until Wembley, I'm going to rock with that for now. Like, I could take that.
Word.
You know what I mean?
I think my
I mean, shit, we do have other pay-per-views going on. That's what we're here today for, to speak about.
Yo, before we get into that, let's just hit like the quick news was that for those that are fans of heels, I saw on the Twitter machine earlier that shit is live. So episode 1, season 2, Heels is back finally.
Is Punk in there too or no?
I think so. I think AJ is too.
Wow.
Lee.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh, you
definitely.
said
Once
AJ.
again.
I was gonna say AJ
Not
Styles.
Styles. AJ Lee.
Like,
What's her name?
what?
AJ Mendez. AJ Mendez.
Well, it makes sense. Yeah.
But I think she's in there. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward. That was one of my favorite shows, bro. And
Nice.
it took. I don't
Mine
remember
too.
when the first season was, but it's been some time. It hasn't been just year over year type of thing. It's been a little while
Nah, it's
since the
been a minute.
last the last season and shit. But and then you were talking about, we were talking off air about a little bit about Dark Side of the Ring, the Junkyard Dog shit. So like, what's your
Bro,
just assessment of
That was
episode?
such a good ass episode. I was never a Junkyard Dog guy. I never knew about him. He died in '98 before I even really knew what was going on. Yo, my man's was larger than life, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize it. I thought he was just another black wrestler, kind of with some Coco Beware shit. And even Coco Beware was featured in this, but it's like, no, Junkyard Dog actually was. If I had to compare him to somebody right now, he's probably Orange Cassidy. Like, as far as momentum.
Word.
Okay.
Like, as far as like a guarantee, like, yeah, you know you're gonna enjoy yourself when Junkyard Dog comes out. It's like he had acclaim, he had love, T-shirts, action figures, magazines, cartoons. It's like, wow, why is this guy never winning a world title or a mid-card title, a tag title, nothing? They never put the belt on him at any point in time. And that goes to show how the Vince Jr. reign was going. Because you think about Vince Sr., he had Pedro Morales, he had fucking Bruno Sammartino. He tried to represent every particular class of people because he wanted everyone to come out. Then once Vince Jr. took over after '86, that's when it was Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, $1 Million Man, everybody else, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. There's somebody else that looked like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Big body. Who the fuck was that guy? Big John Studd.
Oh, John
Like,
Studd.
Big John
that's what I'm
Studd.
saying. Like, there was a bunch of guys that was like, where does Junkyard Dog fit into this? And that's kind of where he felt he was only going to go. My man had a hell of a career. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, as we always knew. You know, he fizzled out. Early 90s, went to WCW, fizzled out over there, went independent, went to ECW for his last hoorah.
I didn't even
Damn,
know
he
that.
was in EC. I didn't know he was in ECW.
Me-
He was
yeah,
his
me
he
neither.
appeared at WrestlePalooza in '98.
Wow, that's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch that
and
tomorrow.
then
Then.
he died shortly after that in a car accident. I only knew he died of a car accident, but then I found out his heart exploded basically. So that's pretty much he died instantly.
Jesus Christ!
I
Wow.
think that's what
After
happened with
Wow.
with Macho Man too. I think he had a heart attack and that led to the car accident, I believe.
Yeah, he had a
yes,
heart attack while he was driving and
Yep.
just get off on
he
the
just
highway.
went to go see his daughter graduate high school. On the way back home, he died, crashed the car. So and
Jesus
then
Christ.
rest in peace to his daughter as well too. She transitioned shortly after 2011, just a random heart attack herself. Just an overall sad story, dark side of the ring shit. But I just didn't know Junkyard Dog story per se. Even Doink the Clown story, I had no fucking clue. Like I thought he was just a clown. I didn't know he was. I
Yo,
didn't even
Doink,
realize he was gone. The original Doink was gone well before shit got even like popping.
some of
Yeah.
Doink's shit I knew about. I didn't know how crazy it was though. Like I knew that he had in general just some drug problems, and I knew that there were multiple Doinks, but I didn't know that like his personal life was as crazy as it was. He was wilding. And
He was a wild
on
boy.
he was on all types of shit. You know what I
About to
mean?
start calling niggas Doinks, yo.
Yeah, he was
Pause.
wild. But yeah, like I knew that there were multiple Doinks. And I actually when I was watching not too long ago, I was just here and I had like ECW running on in the background one day, the TV show. And he showed up and he had like the half his face painted and he was, kind of playing like the clown thing, but just a ECW version of it. But yeah, his shit was crazy. But yeah, I gotta check that Junkyard Dog shit out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
Definitely
same thing
worthwhile,
tomorrow.
man. Dark side of the ring be in their bag. It'd be a lot of sadness, it'd be a lot of drugs, it'd be a lot of death, but
When they keep it in
they
the
do
buck,
highlight
man.
a lot of the history that most of us in this generation have no clue about. And should
What's
be
the
privy
next
to.
episode coming up?
Good question.
I
Didn't
really
shoot.
want to see that the 2000 joint, the WCW pay per view.
Bash at the Beach.
Bash at the
That's
Beach.
coming up.
Yeah, I
That's
wanna see
coming
that.
up. Some
Word
of
up.
that's coming up too. Yes, because they've got an extensive list this season. It's a lot of episodes they're trying to cover, and they've
Lot.
only
Yeah.
only at 5 right now, so they got some time to go. And so far,
Word
so
up.
good. Honestly, this season's been rocking a little bit more than the previous seasons for me. That's just me because I actually been tapped in a little bit more. But these stories is hidden. I
So,
fuck with 'em.
so the next one is, according to this, the next one is the tragic fall of Adrian Adonis. That's interesting. 'Cause I don't know too much about
I
him.
don't
so-
remember Adrian Adonis too well. I just know the name.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of similar. Like name is very familiar, but I can't tell you too much about him. But
yeah, ditto. I can't.
best
can't
time to
tell you.
learn, man. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Dark
check
Side
out
of the Ring.
Dark Side of the Ring on Vice and Heels on Stars.
Gang,
Right
gang.
now,
Word,
right now. Money in the Bank, man.
Let's get
Coming
to it.
live from was it O2 Arena this year?
O2 Arena
Yes,
in
Thirsty.
London, England,
Peace to the blokes.
and the Slags,
Yo, peace
Yes,
to the slags, man.
and the
Thirsty.
Slags.
Yo, I gotta spend a penny. All right, let's get into it. Let's get these predictions moving, man. We have, as it stands right now, 7 matches. We have the Money in the Bank men's and women's match. There's some Bloodline Civil War shit going on. Some singles matches here and there. This is like Cody versus Dom as a match. Let's start with that. Let's start with that, man. We have Cody Rhodes facing Dominic Mysterio. Obviously, Rhea Ripley, Big Mommy, she's gonna be out there. Where we going, man? I have Cody obviously winning this, but I just think more so than anything, like that crowd, as live as you know that crowd is gonna be, the number one heel right now is Dom, and the number one face right now is Cody. So that dynamic and the cheering back and forth is just gonna be that's really gonna be the story.
It'll be
You know what I'm saying?
enticing.
It's just how energized the crowd is. But I'm gonna go with Cody for that one.
Yeah, I got Cody as well. I think for the last few weeks you've had Dom like getting his smacks in with him or whatever, and like not being able to Cody not being able to do the same thing back to him. So they've been kind of like testing that or whatever. So once Cody gets in there and like gets that first hit on him, that crowd's gonna pop. So
Electricity, man.
yep. So I got Cody taking this one.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna fuck this whole pay per view up. I'm going Dom. I'm gonna go
You have
Dominic Mysterio.
you have Dom over Cody.
I have Dom over
Is
Cody.
that how we're starting out?
Yeah, that's how we starting. I'm gonna just go ahead and just drunk predict this whole show. Dom over Cody, because Dom over Cody makes sense to me just off of the rip of Brock coming back, costing him the match, and this leading to the trilogy.
Could be.
And also the whole heat that Dominic Mysterio will have of saying, I beat Cody Rhodes over and over and over again until SummerSlam, or
That shit
even,
gonna make it crazy.
bro, it's going to be nuclear. He's just going to never, he's just going to keep saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about
And
the
I
biggest
also
heel in the
feel,
country, in the company.
I
Man.
also feel because a majority of the Judgment Day will lose their matches, someone from the Judgment Day should win their match. And what better way than to give Dominic Mysterio a win over the invincible Cody Rhodes?
See, this
I'm
is
done.
some shit that I would say. I just don't think that's gonna happen. It's a great story. It would be good. But
I'm
I
reading
just
from the
don't.
book of AO right now.
Yeah, that's some shit that
That's
I
the-
would write. If I wrote it, it'd be good.
Yeah.
But I don't see Cody taking the L. Like even if you get the interference from Brock, big ass Brock is not sneaking up behind anybody to trip him. Brock is gonna cause a disqualification. And if he attacks Cody, that means Cody wins. You
Does
know what I mean?
Brock-
So even
does
if
Brock-
we go that way,
Does Brock even know how to sneak up? Like on
that's
that?
what I'm saying. Like Brock,
Yeah, like,
Or Brock comes through and demolishes Dominic, so Dom gets the win.
I
I don't see
again,
Brock Lesnar
would be
skipping
good.
London. I don't
Would
see.
be good.
I don't see
Or-
Dom. I don't see Brock skipping this pay per view.
or he's gonna he's just gonna destroy Cody while the ref not looking, and then throw Dom on top of him. That's the other thing. Like,
I'm sticking with Dom.
Sticking
Next
with
up,
Dom.
fellas.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna save the 2 Money in the Bank matches for last. So let's go right now with the singles match. We got the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Seth freaking Rollins defending against Finn Balor. I'm going Seth retaining. Like this is gonna be a good match. I'm happy to see Finn back in a world title angle, but there's no chance in hell that Seth is
Fair.
losing this match. Period. You know what I mean? But it'll be solid. And if they here's the interesting thing, right? There's a lot of matches that we've seen that, like AJ Styles versus Nakamura, for instance, or AJ Styles versus the World Heavyweight Champion. There's a lot of matches that if they were not produced by WWE would be kind of like a different speed and a different tempo. So a lot of that just has to do with the production. What kind of match do the producers want? If Seth and Finn are allowed to, pick the pace up and not necessarily start slow or, hold rest holds and shit like that, this could be a classic. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're able to just kind of run the pace that I know that they can, this could be a classic. So I'm looking forward to it. But I got Seth taking the W.
Solid.
yeah, I got Seth taking it as well. Man just got the belt. I know it's not coming off of him anytime soon. And I also feel like this is going to be the decline of the of Finn and the crew.
Yo, hold up, real quick. I just saw a piece of the wrestling realm that tapped in on the YouTube. Wanted to acknowledge the Bret Hart Funko Pop. Excellence of execution is on the 1s and 2s right here. A piece to the fellas over there at Wrestling Realm.
Yes, sir.
Check
What
their
up,
podcast out as well,
Salute.
man. For sure. My fault. You got it.
No, it's all good. Yeah. So I feel like Finn is gonna take this loss, and I feel like it's gonna be we already seen like some inner craziness from the salute to the wrestling realm. Okay, see him popping up on the screen. Okay. Oh, I've never seen that before, but that's what's up. Salute to
Yeah,
y'all.
I got new buttons over here, man.
Okay.
Kind
New
of crazy.
buttons, man.
Okay.
New button
Buttons over
game.
here.
Yeah, but I see after this, they've been having some family feuding, a little tension between what's his face between Finn and damn, name slipping, man. What's his name?
Oh, you're talking about in Judgment Day?
Yeah, and Damian Priest.
Priest, yeah.
They've been having a little tiff between each other. I feel like after Finn gets his loss, I feel like it's gonna be the decline of the Judgment Day after that, and I feel like Finn is gonna go back on his own again. So But that's what I'm predicting. So we'll see
Man,
how
I
it
don't
goes.
want to see the Judgment Day break up.
I don't either. But as from the history of the WWE, you have a team for a little while, and then you start to see them get broken up, so they won't get stale. I see the same thing happening here, unless they find a way to fix some things in the Judgment Day. But other than that, I see that happening, but I could be wrong. That's how I see it. So
Work. Chad, what say you?
Seth freaking Rollins just got the belt. Finn has been an amazing villain, but this ain't the time because Seth has to win, and it has to go two ways for him at SummerSlam. A rematch with Finn, in which Finn still won't win, but it'll be a gimmick, or it'll be Seth versus the winner of one of the Money in the Banks. And I'll get to that. Actually, it could just be a combination of both because that winner of the Money in the Bank will probably just... But also the winner of the Money in the Bank versus Seth Rollins, actually a marquee match
Hold on,
instead.
We
Yeah,
gotta
so it's
run
tough.
in. Hold
It's
on, we
tough.
got Boog in the house. He about to pop up. Peace to the God.
It's tough, man. I can't predict what will happen after Money in the Bank, but I'm going Seth freaking Rollins, man. I can't doubt the champ right now. Finn winning would be kind of crazy, but nah,
not
I ain't
right.
seeing
Yeah,
it.
I can't see that either, man.
Not right now.
Man, Quailman Bug.
What up,
What's
boy?
good, man?
Shouts out to you guys. My bad for the late pull up.
Boy, fresh off the road, man.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Gotta check your levels. You're a little
literally
low
fresh
right
off
now.
the road.
Road running.
My bad. The mic wasn't even close enough. How y'all doing tonight, man?
Pretty good, man. How
You're
you?
with the word, huh?
The champ is chilling,
Literally,
bro.
y'all see it. You know what I mean? Cracking a
Hey,
Steve Weiser
double.
Okay.
as we
Double.
as we begin.
Speaking of Steve Weisers, that's another show to tap into if y'all haven't tapped into Steve Austin across America. Super entertaining show, man. If y'all haven't
Gonna
tapped
tap
into
in.
it.
Gotta
That-
I
tap
saw the
into
first
that.
couple of episodes. Like Steve Austin is always gonna be. You could put him in any situation. He's entertaining. Like naturally, just entertaining, man.
Yeah, he's always gonna be that guy, right?
Hell yeah. Yo, Boog, we're doing Money in the Bank predictions, so let's just run back and see what your picks are on what we've gone through so far. We only hit two matches. We had the Cody Rhodes versus Dom.
Yep.
And then we had Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Balor. So the vast majority of us going with Cody Rhodes. What say you?
Yeah, Cody's facing hard times still, but
Give it to him. I said it already. I know you want to too. Go ahead and take my pick too.
I don't
I'm
believe
going
what
with
I'm
Dominic
hearing.
Mysterio.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Holy moly. What's your
The
reason?
United. It's the United.
That's who you picked, Chad?
Yeah, that's what I picked. I gave a whole
Yeah,
deep dialogue on everything.
We share a brain sometimes.
Pause. That's a
Dom-
fact.
Dom is, I believe Cody is very well loved. I just think that Dom is so hated right now that it's either got to be a wonky finish or a Dom win, and I don't see it being a wonky finish, so I see it being a Dom win. That's just it for now.
I did say Cody would beat Brock, and Brock beat Cody. So I'm gonna stick
It's
with
just
this
like the
one.
last time when none of us picked Bianca to lose and Bianca lost. So it's like, you know what happens.
Did we
Shit
really?
happened with
Seriously?
Yeah.
yeah,
Really?
shit happened with
Not a single one of us picked Bianca to lose.
shit happened with Bryan and Okada too. No, none of us
Yeah,
picked
no.
Bryan to win that.
I picked him at first, then
Seriously?
y'all
Nobody
convinced me.
picked Brian. I didn't pick Brian either. Shit. No, I did pick Okada because I thought Okada had a belt, but he does not have a singles belt. He has a
I will
fucking
say,
trios belt.
to take
There
it
we
off
go.
of Money in the Bank for just 1 second, after taste testing this, I will say, I've never really been a beer drinker. This is an IPA. It's actually a double IPA. And I will say, if you're into that, this is probably your thing.
Does Steve have a winner here?
It's very heavy. I will not drink this again. Not because I don't like Steve. I love Steve. As a matter of fact, Ron just mentioned another thing that Hal and I designed a shirt for Steve's crew on that Steve whatever Austin Takes on America show. We did the behind the scenes crew shirts or whatever, whatever. We do everything. It's just kind of how it
Gang,
is,
gang.
guys.
This
But
guy over
but yeah,
here.
no, not
This
my thing.
guy over
I'm more of the
here.
fruity wine
Cheap
guy.
plug.
I'm the guy that Steve Austin would probably never want to drink with because I'm the fruity wine guy. But hey,
Nah,
if
my
it tastes
man's
good, I
pulled up
drink
to
it.
AEW
Nah, not at
Dynamite with the
all.
wine coolers on deck. That was great.
Yeah, nah. Chad hopped in the car and I had 100% mini bottles of I think it was Moscato or Riesling in the car, and we definitely drank them
We
before we
had
went inside.
and portable
Bruh.
wine
Yeah.
before we got ready for AEW.
Chilling, 4-pack,
Nah,
ready to go.
Steve Austin, he's also like a margarita guy as well. So I
Word,
think you
word.
fit
Yeah, yeah.
right in with him.
I'm gonna
so.
finish it because
I had the first IPA, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I want to try the lager.
it
I've
is.
been drinking like kind of light beers recently, so I want
you know what
try
it
the
is. It's
lager.
just it's like I
Got the
could
Nance Warner light beers.
light
it's
beer.
like
Light
Ah,
beers.
bears.
black coffee to regular coffee. This is like black coffee. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. That's right up my alley. I like a good double IPA here and there.
I see
check it
our
out.
our buddy Brian H. Waters check back in tonight.
For
Shout
sure.
out that guy.
Let me throw that back
That's
on
what
the
it is.
screen, man. This is love. I ain't even realize we could throw the comments on there, but there you go. Peace to the homies at the Wrestling
You know what
Realm.
I'm saying?
Guys.
Look at that, man.
Yes, sir. Salute
Look
to
at
y'all,
that.
The
gentlemen.
geysers.
So
Love, love,
Cody,
love.
and then the second one was Finn and Seth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know I'm a Seth fan. They're definitely not going to have heels up the whole pay-per-views, and they're definitely not going to have more than one member of Judgment Day win. So with that, damn, I might not know because I thought Damian Priest might win that thing too. But
I mean, keep in mind this is a title match too. This is Seth
Right.
defending the title.
Seth's not losing the title. Not
Nope.
to Finn Balor.
Not at all.
Finn Balor ain't nobody right now in the rank things. I love him, but I don't think he ain't taking that title off Seth. So that's Seth Rollins. No time
I
wasted.
agree.
Word. Okay.
I agree.
All right,
Agree.
locked
You know what I'm saying?
in.
Rest in peace,
So
Jay Briscoe too. You know what I mean? We're just
Yeah, I was peeping that.
out here
I was
living life.
peeping that.
all right, moving along. We have. Let's skip this. Maybe we can save this for later. Let's go tag team match. We got the women's tag team championship. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, the current champs, they're defending against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Tell you what I'd like to see here. I mean, like Ronda and Shayna are winning this. I'd like to see a heel turn here. I'd like to see Rodriguez just snap, attack Liv. Maybe it's after the match, after they lose or whatever. You get a nice little power bomb, just some kind of twist or a wrinkle in a
I like
personality
that.
to liven that up. But as far as the win, I see no reason to take it off of Shayna and Ronda right now at all.
Got the same thing. They just unified the women's titles. And you pretty much were thinking what I was thinking about Rodriguez. I was thinking like she's gonna be upset. She's probably gonna be tired of being a tag team, trying to throw in the tag teams, and she's gonna turn on Shorty,
On Liv.
on Liv Morgan, and get that goofy smile off her face and just start just killing shit. Like that's what I predict. But basically exactly what you said. That's exactly what I was thinking. So
Yeah, you would have to be out of your rabbit ass mind to think that anyone besides Shayna Baszler and Ronda Ronnie are going to win this match. That's my boy Ron. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte Ron.
Charlotte Ron in the
nah,
building.
man.
Charlotte Ron.
Nah,
is
it's Randy Orton.
Nah, it's Randy
It's
Orton
Randy
now.
Orton.
Nah,
Randy
Orton.
Orton.
All right.
Come
all
out of
right, just
nowhere,
keep
bro.
evolving.
Yeah, he comes out of nowhere. Pause. It's Randy Orton.
Oh my God. He couldn't help himself. He really couldn't help himself there. It was automatic. It's terrible.
Throw a pause on that too with the automatic.
Damn, bro.
Guy's out of control.
Yo.
He's out of control.
All right. Next up. I want to go with the ops, but I'm gonna go with Shayna and what's her face, Ronda. They aren't much better on the mic, and they aren't really doing the most enticing things to make people scared of them. But I'm gonna go with them for now. I think it's safe. I would like to see Raquel and Aaliyah Shotzi. What is her? Liv Morgan. This strange bedfellow team. I really would like to see them actually win. Crazy enough, I would like to see it because I feel like it'd be cool, a nice surprise pop. But I don't see them winning. I would love for Raquel to get her edge back and beat up Liv Morgan. But to that point, AO, that's another tag team that eats the fucking dirt in the WWE, and I don't want to see that. I think we're past tag teams continuously breaking up right now. Like, they just smoked the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, and after this, who's next for SummerSlam? Who are they getting for SummerSlam? If not this rematch,
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea.
You break up Raquel
This
and
can't be a
Shorty.
SummerSlam. This can't be a SummerSlam.
This is going to be a
match.
rematch because there is nobody else for them to face. So there's going to have to be a rematch.
They have enough time between now and SummerSlam to put another random two people together and heat them up. You know what I'm saying?
Scott
But,
said, just put
Liv,
Natty and Dana Brooke together. Let's give them a match.
Dog, Liv and Raquel are not SummerSlam opponents. Can't be. That's not a big match.
Bro, who else is even left on the women's division to pair together?
Oh, I don't know.
You have to tap into NXT.
I absolutely don't know.
NXT
That's what I'm saying. It
I
might have
see.
to be
Maybe
an
think
NXT
about
move.
maybe I don't know how long. Nah, she had an ACL. I was gonna say Dakota Kai comes back and maybe it's a damage control.
Nah, she
valve.
cooked. She over.
Yeah,
She out for like a year.
Yeah, she done, man. Damage control done.
That's no good.
We out of
Put
here,
the
though.
belt,
Next
put the belt
match.
on Bailey.
Next match.
Put the belt on Bailey.
All right, we have the IC Championship. Gunther defending against Matt Riddle. He's gonna slap the soul out that boy. Is what's gonna happen.
That's going to hurt.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Gunther ain't losing this shit anytime soon.
Nope.
We might not have any title changes on this card.
This might be that
Look
pay-per-view.
Yeah. That's what
This might be that
like.
pay-per-view.
But yeah, I'm going with Gunther. That just seems like a free throw. Period.
Good.
I'm actually going the same way. I really have nothing to comment on here. Keep the ring going.
Yeah, unless
End the story.
unless Gunther got into his like weed brownies or something before the match, Gunther's gonna win. So that's my pick, Gunther.
I'm going with Gunther. Definitely going with Gunther, but I do kind of feel like we get an RKO return here because London, they're saying he's going to pop up any second now. And what better way to save Riddle than by saving him from Imperium, which then leads us to a feud with them, which leads us to a feud with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, which leads us to them taking the tag titles off of them. Done booking ahead 6 months in advance. I'm out of here.
Since
Randy
we're
Orton returns.
predicting things, I do want to say shouts out to Ron because not only did I incorrectly predict my pay-per-view predictions, but I incorrectly predict who was going to beat me for the championship. So shouts out to Ron.
Ronnie Orton out of nowhere, bro.
I was one pick off, man.
And he got his cape out today, so you know he's feeling himself. So shouts out to
you
Ron.
already know. Super
Randy Orton, man. Randy Orton does it again.
Ron Man
The
from
chocolate
Fifth Floor.
viper strikes again. Pause.
Viper is crazy.
Please, Chad.
Oh boy, I wasn't expecting that, but
Nah, Ron is the
next
chocolate
match.
viper is crazy though.
Chocolate Viper is out of control, bro.
chocolate viper.
It's out of control. Cut this nigga's mic off, bro. Holy shit.
Yo, man, it's Randy Orton, bro. It's Randy Orton.
The
Come out of
chocolate
nowhere.
Viper. Put that shit on a t-shirt, bro.
How many more matches are even left on the card?
Three matches left. We got the 2 Money in the Bank, and then we have the Bloodline Civil War. So let's get into that. We have Roman Reigns teaming up with Solo Sikoa, of course, accompanied by Paul Heyman. They're taking on the Usos. I was torn on this. I'm going with the Usos for the win. I think Solo obviously is going to be the one to take the pin, and that could be like leading to Roman is now placing doubt on Solo. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't lose over here, so you cost me a loss against these guys. You know what I'm saying? They're already not the tag team champions, so he lost that one, and he loses this one against the two Usos. I think that could be a nice way to come out of this. But I'm gonna go with the Usos for the win. I think everybody kind of expects Roman Reigns to beat these guys, but this isn't ending anytime soon. And I think what happens after this is like some kind of solo feud, probably with Jay. You know what I mean? So I think this is a way to get there. But I got the Usos for the W.
At first, man, I had Roman and Solo at first because I was kind of torn between this as well. But I think I may switch over to the Usos. So I think you're right about that. I don't think the feud is going to end right after that. And what I was also thinking too is that when I had made the Roman and Solo pick, I'm thinking, shit, Solo is going to turn on Roman at some time during the, after, I guess like towards the end of the match and cause him to win. But man, I think I can, like you saying, I think I can see this continuing. So I think I'm gonna switch to the Usos for this
Usos.
one. Yep.
Word.
Booger
Yeah, I got
Valley.
the Usos winning this too. I truly feel like, the decline from the top, Roman's gonna hit every branch on the way down. So
Yeah.
until he ultimately loses
Yeah.
those championships, he's definitely not gonna win against his cousins in this civil war. So I got the Usos.
I'm going
This
Usos.
means Chad. Wow, I thought you was about to pick Roman.
No, just because I think it's going to set up SummerSlam, the main event, which is going to be Jay or Jimmy versus Roman. So it's like you need a reason for them to win because if they lose, they're just scrubs, and I would not want to see them face Roman at SummerSlam. He's going to body them niggas there too. So sweet chin music, super kick party, splash splash, pause. Solo Sikoa's out of here.
Yo,
He takes the pin. Solo takes the pin for sure.
Yeah, I think he definitely takes the pin. But I think like when they get back to SmackDown or even on Raw, probably SmackDown. Roman Cole, he's gonna start looking sideways at him, sideways at Solo.
Be like, yo, boy, you
cost-
taking a lot of L's over here,
Yeah,
man. Like, you looking like them now. You want to be with
the
them?
tag titles? Yeah, exactly. You want to be with losers? You can go over there, kind of shit.
I personally think Roman's gonna force Paul Heyman back with Brock Lesnar by just turning on everybody that's close to him because he's got nobody left. So when he can't blame it on Solo anymore, the only person left is to blame it on Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's out of here. Brock saves.
I don't think Brock even needs Heyman anymore. I think he's like good.
No, Chad, you're waiting for the grand finale. We get Brock Roman again. Come on now.
Yeah, that's what I knew. That's where you was going. Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
I knew that's where you were going.
Let's
Yeah,
run it
because
back.
Heyman goes.
Let's run it back.
Heyman goes back to Brock, and then Brock is finally going to be
It's the
one
Rocky
that
we never got. It's
Yeah.
Brock Roman 10.
finally take the title off of him, and but it would be a nice build up. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just
Chad, you love it, bro. Stop.
Brock
you
is going
love
to
it.
take it. So. Because who else is taking
I'd
the belt
rather
off
watch
Roman?
CM Punk
Oh, for
play
Roman?
ballet with
Yeah,
Kenny
but-
Omega.
It's a feud, but it's how you build it.
I don't think. I think it's Royal Rumble winner Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40.
Word.
Yeah.
I think that's who it is. Because like a cool ending to this story would honestly be Jay, because this whole bloodline thing started with Jay. But I just don't have the faith that WWE is going to do something that cool. It would be so
No, we're not
random.
either.
Like Jay Uso has never really been pushed as a single star. Period. Even as main event Jay Uso, he's a sidekick. He's the right hand man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's here in support of whatever Roman needs done, and he was
Right.
losing a lot of those matches. So he's never been positioned. It would be cool. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be just the surprise of the century. If you fucking on DraftKings, you making some money. No more Brock Roman unless it's one of their retirement matches. Peace to Fred Bucks.
Word.
Salute to Fred Bucks, man.
I could see these guys having, because I don't think Roman is he's not retiring anytime soon, and I don't think Brock is retiring anytime soon.
Not
So
at all. Especially
they're about
for
to have
Roman.
another 8 matches against one another. I can see it.
Yes, they will. They definitely will.
Yeah, I can
They'll
see it.
keep going.
I
They'll
just
run
want to
it back.
say, just a little PSA here. I just grabbed some, what I was told was Gary Payton. And I promise you that it's not even Detlef Schrempf. This is awful. Tonight, other than this podcast, is going awfully. And I'm going to light a vigil candle after this and hope
You
that
smoking from Greg Oden?
all worries. I'm smoking,
You smoking that Brandon Roy?
pause, but just because you would do it to me. But pause again. But
Got paused
Yeah.
on a pause. It's hysterical. Never
Yo,
before
when,
done
when
is
you
a pause
start
on a
when you
pause.
start pausing pauses, bro,
Yo, pause,
back it up.
pause.
Yo,
Time
with
to
Chad,
back it up.
you can't ever hit the play button. Everything's
Everything
just
is
stuck.
paused.
It's just stuck, bro. That's it.
Yo, I feel like I've been good. I ain't been saying shit. I've been chilling.
Sorry, bro.
Y'all the one that
you
pulled
can't
the
take-
chocolate viper.
You can't take New York out of New York, and I
The
respect it.
chocolate viper's all right. Nah? All right.
That's that right, Chad?
Out of control, bro. Get a nice deadlift shrimp reference on a pro wrestling podcast.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
but the Ringside Club, man.
Salute to
The only
Dylan Shrimp,
better,
where
the
he's
only
at.
better flat top is Guile from Street Fighter. You know
Yo,
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
dead ass about to say flat top god
or
over there.
vanilla ice.
Yo, man, let's get to the next joint.
Better than Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo. I promise you.
Let's get to the next joint.
So we're all
man.
going Usos for the Bloodline Tag
Yep.
Team match.
Yeah.
There's two matches left, and both of them are the Money in the Bank ladder match winners. So we have the women's and the men's. Let's go with the women's first. Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bailey, Io Sky, and Trish Stratus. I picked Io Sky to win this particular Money in the Bank, just because I think we're going to get that match against Asuka that everybody's been clamoring for. That's the SummerSlam match for that title. So I got Io Sky. Did I give away? What
If
we
you got a
saying?
Money in the Bank, how are you? Why would you want to predetermine your match? I just don't think that's smart. I'd be
It's a
the
ba- it's
nasty
a
heel
babyface
that Seth
thing to
Rollins
do.
it up.
But it's a babyface thing to do. There's nothing
Dolph was a
babyface
heel.
about.
Dolph was a babyface when he beat Del Rio. Wasn't
Nah, niggas cheered him. He was a heel. Same thing with Seth. He was a heel. You know what I mean? It's like even there's been a couple like what's admirable about a person that sneaks up behind a person that just had a match? That's a heel move.
Who in that group of women?
Liv Morgan did that to Shayna Baszler just last year.
No, she definitely did. But the talk after that was, "You're a babyface. Why are you sneaking up on people?"
Shayna ended up being a heel anyways, so it just worked out perfectly.
How many former champions do we have in that match? Women's
In that
champions.
match, let's see.
I'll tell you
Bailey.
right now.
Trish, Becky.
Becky.
Yeah, Becky's a former champ. Bailey's a champ. Trish Stratus, obviously, and then Io,
Io Sky's the former
Zoe,
NXT
and
champion.
Zelina haven't been.
No, Io Sky's
Io's
been
not. Zelina hasn't, and Zoe hasn't.
Right.
Well, I mean, Io's been a champ
NXT.
in NXT.
NXT,
You wanna count
yeah. But yeah, I'm.
So
I'm
who y'all
going-
picking? What y'all going
I'm
with?
picking Io.
Ron, what say you?
I'm going with Becky Lynch for the fact that she has never won the Money in the Bank before. And I feel like Charlotte is going to get the belt back on her sometime before SummerSlam, which I hate to say, and I don't want to see it. And I feel like she's going to cash in on Charlotte. That's how I see it.
Word.
Salute.
Fred Bucks.
Salute Fred Bucks.
I feel like, unfortunately, as much as I love Zelina Vega, she might be the Marshawn Lynch, I'm just here so y'all don't find me, contestant of the night. Because I do feel, and yeah, don't worry, we're going to have those often. I do feel like they had a run with her and this isn't hers. This isn't the one they're doing, you know? So Zelina's out. Trish, I don't know. I think after this, if Trish loses, they're going to fade her out. They're going to write her out of the picture. I don't think she stays till SummerSlam.
Nah, that's what they're doing for SummerSlam.
Maybe.
She's supposed to stay on purpose because she's Zoe's mentor.
I guess you're right.
Which
But
I actually like.
I mean, as
think
far
they're
as like
gonna
a title picture, I meant.
You think they might run Trish and Becky at SummerSlam?
It's possible.
Yes, that's what they're
I
building.
can,
towards.
I can see that happening, yeah.
I can see it.
If anything, put Trish and Zoe as a tag team and let them beat Shayna and Ronda.
I personally feel like
That'll be interesting.
it's going to be between Io Sky and Bailey. It's going to come down to those two at the end. It's going to be Io Sky, yo.
Count it.
Taking Io Sky.
Maybe to put that in.
Has Bailey won Money in the Bank?
Yes, I believe so. If not,
I think she has.
then damn.
I don't know if Bailey's won Money in the Bank, but if she hasn't, I'm going to go with Bailey for winning this thing because she never wins. She could use a win, and Becky in her home country of London, England, will cancel out versus Trish and Zoe
Well,
Starks.
Becky's from Ireland. It's close, but
That's what I'm saying. They're just going to be like, it's the home country. It's, look at the crowd ovation.
They're gonna count it as UK.
Right. Look at the reaction.
Yeah.
It's her home country. So I think Trish and Zoe will cancel out Becky. Becky will cancel them out. And that will lead to Bayley taking the chance from Io because you need a heel win. So I think Bayley will do that because she needs something to sink her teeth into. And she doesn't have to particularly intervene with anyone's stories. Because now she can just continue to lose, but also have the belt, have the briefcase, just like Austin Theory. And you can get to SummerSlam with Trish and Becky without having to have a briefcase involved.
but
And you also get Bayley and Io too.
if Io beats Bayley, then you can have that leading up to Bayley challenging whoever she challenges. She could just have a program with Io because it's like, all right, we're no longer a thing. Let's go ahead and get out of here.
I think Bayley cost Io the match, honestly. I don't see it being the other way around. I see it being Bayley fucking up Io's chances and being like, haha, I got it now.
Could be good. Could be good.
I'm with that.
And Bayley won the Money in the Bank 2019.
So give her a 2-time Money in the Bank winner because nobody sees it coming. Everyone's either going Becky or Io. And I think that's the swerve that could fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Give it to Bayley. So that way it
So who
gives
was
us a
your pick,
reason
Chad?
to care.
Your pick is Bayley?
Give us a reason to care
Damn,
about
I'm
Io.
heated, yo. I hate when he picks the fucking heads or tails option from us, yo.
Give us a reason for Io to give us a reason to care about Io, yo. Oh, she wins Money in the Bank. Who fucking cares? She's gonna lose the
Ron,
shit anyways.
You got a 5-pointer for us too?
I actually did. I was actually thought about one before in
All right, cool,
pre-production.
You can save it.
I'll
You
talk
can save
about
it.
Honestly, we could have an easy one was what opens the show. That's an easy
Word.
5-pointer right there. It's gonna be one of the Money in the Banks.
Yeah, I felt like, I mean, yeah, that's cool. I felt like we did that before, but I was just trying to be different and be a little more challenging.
I don't dare to be
What?
different, nigga. Just blend in with this one. Just keep it. I think I would have dared to be different now. Like, come on, man. Just go ahead and give us the 5-pointer.
We all
about
gonna
to
pick
leave
the
this-
same shit. It's gonna be the
I'm about to
women's
leave
Money in
this
the
jar
Bank.
on the sidewalk with a sign that says free and post it on my Facebook Marketplace and see if anybody want to take this debt-less shrimp off me.
Bug is not happy.
Yo, this is not. If this was a supersonic, I don't even want to know what a non-supersonic is because
It could be K2, man. It could be worse.
If it was
Jeez.
K2, you see me
Lord
here doing
mercy.
something different.
Jesus, the camera be upside down, bro. This nigga be on his head.
I wouldn't be sitting in this chair.
Podcast would be over.
I'd be boxing myself right now, going back and
The
forth. in
podcast
this
would be
window,
over.
just
Cut
boxing
this
myself.
nigga's mic off. Yo.
Yo,
No,
let's get to that main event, man.
All right, we got the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Butch, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul.
Your face, dude. My dog is crazy.
So are we predicting who's not winning?
I'll tell you who should. It should be LA Knight, but it won't be.
So wet.
It's gonna be Logan Paul. I think it's gonna be
I
Logan
don't
Paul.
want to see that. I don't want to see that. So I think it's true. But can you name the contestants again? It's Logan Paul and who?
Yes, sir. We have Ricochet.
Stunt
He's
guy.
not winning. Shinsuke Nakamura. He's not winning.
Ball
LA
guy.
Knight. Santos Escobar. Butch.
Potential.
Damian
That's a
Priest.
the jobber.
and Logan Paul.
Damian Priest is a dark horse. Just because it's Judgment Day and they're well over.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I
Like a
haven't
Damian
thought about
Priest
that.
thing would be
yeah.
interesting. I just think like it's Logan Paul because like think of the level of obnoxiousness with him carrying that briefcase around leading up to.
That's
whenever he feels
publicity.
like.
It's publicity.
Bingo.
For sure.
And that's a very WWE thing to do. Right? Those briefcase sales are gonna go up if Logan Paul's carrying that shit around. So and then like again, like just the threat of Logan Paul is very heel. You know, he's not gonna nobody's cashing in on Roman. So let's just stop that. It's gonna be a cash in on Seth. And they have
That's the
history.
callback right there.
They have history. So Logan Paul it is for me.
Yeah, I also have Logan Paul as well, and based off the fact I was thinking about who could be Seth's like next program or who he has history with, and I think that would be perfect sense because they actually do have the history.
Word.
And you bringing up Damian Priest, of him being the dark horse and him possibly winning the Money in the Bank, I say he wins that and then he shows off with it, but that's also going to create more tension within the Judgment Day with him and
Yeah,
Finn
especially
Balor.
if
Yeah,
Finn
good call.
loses.
Good
Yes.
call.
So
Yes.
it's like, damn, Finn, Finn had the whole story of like, yo, Seth, you powerbombed me into the barricade. I broke my arm in like 4 places. He has so much that happened to his arm, and he's so bitter about it. So now after he loses, and now he sees Damian Priest get the briefcase, it's like, damn, like, nah, like I'm already looking at you sideways again. And it's like, damn, I just lost again. So I can see that happening if Damian Priest wins it, but I keep it with Logan Paul, man. That would be interesting. Yeah, Logan Paul, man.
So we got Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and who else?
Well, I got Logan Paul. So
No,
Talking
who
about
else
in the
is
match?
in the match?
in the match,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, so we got Ricochet, Nakamura, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Butch, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you just named a bunch of people that aren't going to win.
Yep.
I want to say LA Knight, but I know better than that.
And I was thinking LA Knight too, because I was like, that would be a crazy pop. That would look good, but
Yeah, WWE's not giving that to us.
Man, LA
Knight
they
would
gotta
be great.
they gotta stop playing. Like LA Knight is connected, man. He's connected to the.
What do
people.
you
It's
do?
over.
Okay. All right. I'll throw the monkey wrench in before my guess. What do you do with LA Knight in essence? He's so over. And I'm an LA Knight guy, but what do we do? Do we skyrocket him now and hope for the best, or do we just let this shit continue to be like the same conundrum of wait it out and hopefully this isn't a flash in the pan thing?
You start him in the mid card. You have him beat for the U.S.
Isn't he in the
title.
mid card right now?
You start him for the mid card title. You have him beat homie for the U.S. title. It used to be you get the Intercontinental title on your way to the World Heavyweight title division.
Now you get
They
the
don't
World
do that
Heavyweight
shit.
title before you get to the Universal title.
Yeah, now this shit is these fucking titles mean different things month over month. So
You got to get the Workhorse title before you get to the Universal title. That's the chill title. When you get the Universal, that's when you got 3 belts and you could chill when you want. If that is the new rule, I'm crying if that ends up being the rule moving forward with all the Universal champions. Like, yo, you pick your schedule. You show up when you want to. You got belts and you show up when you feel like it. Unless you're the world champion, you got to wrestle. If you're Universal, hey, man, you ain't got to be there on deck. It's all good. Just show up when you feel like it.
I really want LA Knight to win the match because I feel like he's at a point now where he's got the backing from the audience organically in those arenas. So it's just good to see them react to him. But Logan Paul didn't come back for no reason. You're
Right.
not just going to have Logan Paul a huge star involved in a match to lose unless he's in a match against bigger stars. And I don't think there's any bigger star in that match, like star-wise, than Logan Paul. So I'm going with fucking Logan Paul, man. God, forgive me. Logan Paul.
He's going to have an amazing match. Let me tell you, he's going to smoke that shit. I'm excited for what he's going to do. And not only will Logan Paul win, but he's going to face LA Knight at SummerSlam and then face Seth again for the briefcase at some point of the night. I don't think Logan Paul keeps the briefcase long. It's only going to be for this month of July into SummerSlam. I don't think this is him holding this shit till Survivor Series. Like, look at me, you guys still care?
Damn, I just
I
came
don't
up
think
with
it's
with a 5-pointer, but it don't even matter because it's not my call. But do you think there's going to be an instant cash in the same night like there always is? At least one. Doesn't even have to be a 5-point question. I'm just asking.
2-point question. No.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
If we add that and if we all just put instant cash in, that's how we just add it. Instant cash in, 2 points. I say no.
Or if he tries, he's gonna be unsuccessful.
I don't think so either, but it would be probably
Very
women's.
WWE of them.
On brand of every fucking Money in the Bank they do with instant cash in now. Yeah, I'm good.
And then it's in London, England, so they're gonna try and
Who
get the crazy
wins?
vibes.
Who? No way. I don't see it.
Nah, I don't see it either.
Yeah.
Oscar not wrestling, Rhea not wrestling. Women's championship already out of here. Roman not wrestling for the world title, already out of here. And Seth is, I don't even say 50-50. I think Seth is like 35% chance that someone might cash in, but it's just like,
Yo, what would be fun? I mean, they're obviously never going to do this, but just for the sake of chaos, because Rhea's going to be out there for Dom's match. So if you open the shit with the women's Money in the Bank, whoever wins that, they come out and attack Rhea while she's ringside, chair shots, blah, 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 and then just grab the ref, cashing in right now. I'm interrupting this match. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't doing
that
nothing.
is a clusterfuck of a Cody Rhodes match, let me tell you.
That shit would be great.
Keeps Cody
It would
strong.
actually be kind of unique, though. Very unique, but a whole
Yeah.
clusterfuck that I don't think a Cody Rhodes match would
see
get.
like somebody who's the champ cashed in on outside of their match. You know what I'm saying? It's always
No.
because
That is-
they're in
that
a
is
match and they're
different,
being
yeah.
worn down. So if you
No,
attack
you're right.
somebody while they're
We don't see that.
ringside, you know, pulling some manager shit. But who am I? I only write shit for a living.
This guy only just, won awards and shit with his company. It's just nothing crazy. Something like.
Word up. Yeah, man. We need some 5-point questions.
All right. I had a few.
Come on, champ.
Before we started.
Man, Ron Tell Jordan over here.
You feel me? Return to the
Charlotte,
mat.
Randy Orton, Rontel Jordan,
Return to the mat. Ron Tell.
Return to the
Chocolate
mat.
Viper, everything.
This is how we do it.
The Chocolate Viper strikes again. Pause.
All right. So the the question, the 5-point I had before we went live was who would be second to last on the ladder before the winner actually goes up and gets the briefcase.
Such an intricate question.
And that's for both ladder matches, right?
For both ladder matches.
So
That's a 10-point question?
It was 5 and 5.
Yeah, 5 and 5.
Five and
Like
five.
for either or for like both.
We got 10
matches.
points on the line right here. All right, so men, I'm gonna say LA Knight. I think it's LA Knight and Logan Paul the last two. I think
What
they're
are we
both
saying?
climbing.
Who the last people are in the ring?
Yeah, who's like the second to last
Yeah.
person.
So whoever wins, so I got Logan Paul winning. I think he knocks LA Knight off the ladder some kind
I'm
of
going to
way.
say live on this podcast that my pick between Bailey and Io Sky is not solidified yet for that women's championship. Tune back in for my final pick. But
Tune in when we going
This
back.
fucking guy,
tune in.
man.
Tune in.
Just
Just
tune
tune
in.
into our socials.
Just tune in.
You should be following us after this goddamn
tune in.
podcast.
This
if you
fucking
love
guy,
Tune
us.
in on
man.
Twitter, IG.
But yeah, it's not even my turn. I just kind of bogarted that whole shit. Go ahead.
Nah, make your pick. Well,
All right, bet. Last two in the women's. Right, it's gonna be Bailey and Io Sky. So, fuck. Whoever my winner is that I pick, the opposite would be the last person. So I'll figure that out. That's to be continued.
Okay.
Word, I didn't pick the women. I got my men's pick is Logan Paul. I mean, what's your man's name? LA Knight. I'm gonna go with let me look at this roster real quick.
Yo, I really
Who's in
think
this
Damian
match?
Priest could win it. Yeah.
Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Joey Stark. I think it's like a EO and Bailey thing would be interesting, just because that's gonna lead to the conflict. So I'm gonna say EO wins. I'm gonna say she knocks Bailey out.
for the women's, I feel like it's gonna be Zoe Starks. I think either the Zoe Starks or Trish Stratus. Be between those. For the men's, I feel like it's gonna be I think it's gonna be between Ricochet and maybe I'm looking at the names now. Nah, it's either Ricochet or LA Knight, either one. I'll put whatever it is, I'll put it in the notes. But between those, one of them is gonna get kicked off, pushed off, flipped off, whatever. Like that's
Who is gonna come last in these matches, man? Who would even make
Pause.
a good showdown? Like,
I was
with
gonna
two-
leave that alone.
Yeah, man. My turn. Finally, I'm gonna go with LA Knight and motherfucking Ricochet. Because why not? It's apropos. Royal Rumble shit. Bring them
You
back
have to
together.
pick one of them.
Yeah, you gotta
Those
pick
are the
one.
last two. Ricochet. Ricochet is
Who's winning?
Ricochet and Logan Paul
The
are the last two.
Oh, so Ricochet is your
Ricochet
second
is
to
not
last
a-
one.
Yeah, second
Yes,
to
he's
last
my
one.
second to last. Ricochet.
Okay.
I'm going to say Ricochet is my second to last. LA Knight is too much of a given. I think it's just going to be quirky, and they're just going to throw us Ricochet and be like, Ricochet's going to do it, and then push that shit over, and then it's like, haha, motherfuckers, it's me. And then for the women's, I'm going Bailey and like fucking. If Bailey wins, I'm saying like Zoe Stark is the last option, and even Io. It's like a complete random. Like Zoe Stark is going to be the person that's the second to last. Like, oh shit, Zoe Stark and Bailey.
Man, yo.
And then fucking Becky Lynch just comes through and power bombs Zoe Stark out of nowhere. And Bailey's like, haha, got him. It's my take. I'm going Ricochet and Zoe Starks. Completely left field, but fuck it. That's what we doing tonight.
I got LA Knight as the second to last with
That's
Logan
all
Paul.
so obvious, but y'all on the money. It's very obvious, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it ended up. But I just think it's too obvious.
They're doing it. LA Knight, book it.
As long as it leads us to LA Knight and Logan Paul at SummerSlam, I'm fine.
I would love that.
I'm
I'd love that.
super here for that,
What I mean,
Bro, the
man,
promos back and forth.
bro.
The shit talk back and forth is next.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be must see SmackDown television to watch those two go back and forth with
Yeah,
each
because
other.
Logan Paul is not strong enough for him to take a loss right now to LA Knight and people still accept his career trajectory, if that makes sense.
You're right, because Logan Paul has kind of just been a perennial loser for the most part.
He just gets sunned in every promo.
Yes, he just loses, and he loses all of his matches for the most part. It looks really great in losses, I should say.
even
So
more of a
yeah,
re-
I feel you.
even more of a
Which isn't a
reason for
good
him
thing
to
for
money
LA
in the
Knight.
bank.
That's not a good thing for LA Knight, actually. We'll get into that at a later topic. But that's not a good thing for LA Knight if he does have to go into a feud with Logan Paul, who's currently on the receiving end of just as many losses as he is.
Wait, why is that not? That's about
It's
as high
great
profile
for
as he
star
get.
power and popularity, but it's another loss for LA Knight potentially on a main stage. And we're just going to go, hey, but at least it was a good loss, though. At least he looked good in defeat. He got over,
Nah,
right?
That's not a good loss. I
He
ain't
got
saying
over,
that
though,
shit.
right? That's what we're going to say. He got over, though. It's LA Knight. He got over.
Who's
Like,
gonna say that?
internet. Everyone on the internet's going to be like, yo, at least he got over, though. Like, you're right. You can't stop LA Knight's star power.
Nah, the problem is that LA Knight is over right now, and there was a topic I was gonna bring up just on a regular episode of Non-Predictions a couple weeks ago, but it was something along the lines of like both. It's in both companies, WWE, AEW too. Like, why are certain people being like character driven away from what the fans are selecting them to be? Like LA Knight is a prime example. People are cheering him, and they still have him going out as a heel. The fuck are you doing? Like, why
He's
are
a
you
tweener.
fighting that?
I think he's a tweener at this point. He's neutral. He's like BCC. He's a tweener. I can't even call him a heel. He's a tweener.
I feel like
'Cause he's cutting promos on the heels and the faces. He's not just siding with the heels.
I don't
He's
know.
doing heelish shit, but he's also cutting ass.
Maybe
on
I
them, too.
missed it. I haven't watched in a little bit, but just
like
Nah,
Drew,
he's giving everybody their fair share of shit.
yeah.
I feel same thing they did with Roman. Is like they booing the hell out of him, but they still have him coming out there as a baby face or whatever. I feel like
Yo,
they,
sidebar. I went down the fucking random 2016 like rabbit hole and was like, yo, there's no fucking way I could watch this Roman Reigns version ever again. Like, this guy is super cheeseball compared to
the
what's
big
going on in
dog?
the bloodline right now.
Yes, like
Yeah,
that
the
big
big
dog.
dog was crazy. Like, that era was like, wow, no wonder we felt the way we did about this guy, because this sucks. Like, looking back, it's like, yo, that shit's really sucked. Like,
Yo, I
what
know
he
you
was
asked.
saying,
I know you asked, so I'm
sucked.
going to answer it. the only way I could smoke this shit is if I'm drinking this shit. Because there's no like this is gonna. I know nobody cared, but I have to. You know what I mean? I just have to.
Yo,
Steve, I love
did
you,
you
bro.
understand
You're
you just did a
amazing.
promo for Bad Weed and Steve Austin fucking IPA?
Can't do
Yeah, for
both.
sure.
Steve Austin IPA makes Bad Weed much better. Blame Boogie.
Nah,
Ladies and
for real.
gentlemen, it's the
This is
RSC.
tolerable. This is
United.
tolerable because of this. So it's like an accoutrement, if you will.
Yo,
what I'm
Steve,
Yo, Steve was gonna find and sue
thank
our
you. Thank you for providing this IPA to cure bad weed, man. We needed it.
That's the kid. Hey, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He helped me out
We
tonight.
needed it.
So
It's the
what
United.
I thought was not my favorite ended up being the all-star of the night for saving the day with good old Detlef. Here.
Deadlift Shrimp in the building.
That's
All
right.
right, man, we got to get out of here.
We
we do.
gone, man. Predictions is done. We done did it. Done data. It's the United, man.
2
It's the
episodes
Almighty.
back to back. We had the Forbidden Door predictions. Now we got the Money in the Bank predictions.
I mean, we
Weekend
needed
in
this though.
wrestling.
Because we done with prediction show until what?
For a
SummerSlam,
minute.
basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a
It's
minute.
pretty much
Yeah, I
taking
believe
July
so,
off,
yeah.
essentially, with prediction shows. 'Cause we ain't got shit
Back to
going
our
on.
regularly scheduled broadcast. Episode 42 is in the books, man. Any parting words, fellas?
It's the United. Back the gangster.
Salute
I
the
got
champion. All
Yeah,
day.
salute Ron.
I got champion on the shirt. Dig, I came in
Champion on the
prepared.
shirt.
Oh, I ain't even peed. Jesus Christ.
Champion on the shirt, but no
Sorry.
championship belt, man. Let the TV champion speak, man.
Man,
Hold
whatever,
on, man.
man. Nice
Hold
belt,
on,
but
man.
Get that
Let
shit
the
outta here.
undefeated,
Yo,
longest
yo,
reigning.
I'm
Yo,
calling
right
you
now
out.
that
If
belt
not for
means just about
Rampage-
as much as that means just as much as the FTW championship right now, yo.
Yo, first of all, I
Not
know.
being defended.
Your man Chad is unsanctioned, man.
It's not being
Yo, you don't
defended.
even know
got
me.
called out.
You
and it
don't
wasn't
even
defended.
know me. Like, come on, man. It's the champ here. It's the RSC TV champ, the only champ that really matters, man. And I'm gonna be champ at the end of this.
man,
pay-per-view,
fuck out of
dig?
here.
Yo, whatever. VCG Velvet Cape Gang. I'm out here.
I'm gonna be
repping Ronnie all
champ
day.
at the end of this weekend,
Ronnie
y'all.
Orton.
Just subscribe, like, tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Almighty. It's the United. It's the RSC. It's the
Charlie
Ringside
Ron.
Club, man.
Y'all don't gotta go home, but if y'all don't leave, you're gonna look real weird. I told y'all last week, don't be snooping around our Facebook or our YouTube when we ain't here. It's like, why would you go to my house when I'm not home? It's a little strange. Nah, I'm just kidding. Peep all our episodes, check everything out. We're at 42 of these things. There's some content there. We're fools. Laugh your asses off. Check out the Brian H. Waters episode.
Yo.
Check out what other episode? We got a couple episodes.
Yeah, Pete Rosado. Peace to him.
The Pete Rosado episode.
Yeah, we are wrestling.
Yo,
Yep.
two wrestling
There's a
girls.
couple of
Salute to
trio
them one
shows
time.
we had until I got here and Chad got here. It was a tag team effort. We just do what we got to do here, ladies and gentlemen. Thursdays.
Salute to
it's-
the guys in the chat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
Shout out to
wrestling
them,
world.
man.
Peace to
salute to
Fred
y'all.
Bucks.
Yep,
Yep.
absolutely, man.
I'm gonna end this
Shouts
on a
out to
big
everybody.
pause. Randy Orton, I'm coming for you, nigga.
Hey,
Pause.
Damn.
Let's
bro.
go.
Yo. Nah, bro, you can come
Champ,
on
champ,
in.
loaded.
Pause on, how do
Oh,
you
hold on.
end
Peace
on
to-
that note, bro?
Peace to the Black Guy Wrestling Podcast. They showed us some love on Twitter. Tweeted this out.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Guys,
Salute to
man.
y'all. Salute to y'all, gentlemen.
Know what I mean, but yeah, we out of here. It's the Ringside Club. 42 of them things, man. Next week
Gang.
is. Peace.